What's going on, everybody? Get the Raging Rob here. So, I haven't made a video on this channel in a while. I've been making videos on Facebook, and I've been very active on Facebook and somewhat Twitter. I haven't been very active on YouTube lately. So, shit going on. So basically, if you're following what's going on in Dearborn, Anthony Hudson, he's a candidate for governor in Michigan, and he, about a couple weeks ago, he posted that he was going to have a peaceful walk through Dearborn for unity and whatever else. He said unity and, just a peaceful community walk. If you've been following me on Twitter and Facebook, I am not a fan of Anthony Hudson, and I have my reasons why. People can ask why. I got a lot of reasons why. I've dug up so much dirt on Anthony. I'm not going to get into details about it. I'll explain on a different video. I explained it on Twitter. I explained it on Facebook. Robert Kinnison on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, Raging Rob Kinnison. I'm not going to explain it in this video. He's just a goofball, and I don't care for the guy. So he came to Dearborn today, and like I said, I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, even though I don't care for him, on this little peace walk. He has been blowing hot air about this walk. He said it got worldwide attention. It didn't look like very many people were there supporting him. So I'm giving my thoughts about what happened today and my thoughts about it. And there's another little shit out there named Jake Lang. I am truly not a fan of Jake Lang. He's running for Senate in Florida. He's a bigot. He's an Islamophobe. He was pretty much leeching on the Anthony Hudson stuff. Anthony Hudson is the one that announced it first that he was going to Dearborn. Then this Jake Lang leached onto it. So Jake Lang said he was going to go to Dearborn today and burn a Koran. I'm not a fan of either one, but I will give credit where it's due. Anthony Hudson came to Dearborn today. He didn't get the attention he wanted, and I think a lot of that was because Jake Lang and his actions. Jake Lang wanted to take the attention from Anthony. Jake Lang is one of these guys, he's like, oh, look at me. He's like, oh, look at me type of guy. And I cannot stand that shit. You want to raise awareness on something that, you got every First Amendment right to do so, but there's ways not to do it the Jake Lang way. And I'll give Anthony Hudson the credit. Do it the Anthony Hudson way. He came in peace today. I'll give him that. I don't think there's a lot of people there backing him up. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm in Alabama right now. So Jake Lang came to Dearborn today. He attempted to set a Koran on fire like he said he was going to do. He was unsuccessful. A photographer, a videographer, unidentified, I don't know who the guy was, wearing a blue Detroit Lions type sweater or something, took the Koran from him, stopped him. An altercation took place, which spilled onto the streets on Michigan Avenue in downtown Dearborn. There was a crowd across the street, pro-Palestinian, waving Palestinian flags, free Palestine crowd across the street. I guess they were protesting Jake Lang, from my understanding. This crowd got out of control real fast. It got out of control real fast. So Jake Lang, beforehand, he took some spray can and he spray painted "cuck" on Anthony Hudson's bus, which is vandalism. So Jake Lang takes out his second Koran, attempts to light it on fire, unsuccessful, takes out a piece of bacon and whips it against the Koran. As you know, I am for the First Amendment, freedom of religion, and all the 5 clauses of the First Amendment. If you want to burn the Koran, the Bible, the USA flag, whatever, that is a First Amendment right. However, there's certain things you cannot do. You cannot burn somebody else's property. You cannot burn on a public sidewalk. Depending on the ordinance, I'm not sure what the ordinance is in Dearborn, but I would think it's misdemeanor arson, what he was trying to do. So he took out the Quran a second time, he had a piece of bacon, he slapped it against the Quran. He did this in front of Muslims, by the way. And a fight broke out onto the streets of Michigan Avenue. Somebody punched him. I don't know who. So he's got a banner. I think it says America. I don't know. Him and a buddy who were holding a banner walking down Michigan Avenue. I can't remember what it said. BG on the scene did a lot of video of it. You have to look him on Twitter. BG on the scene. So this banner said America against Islamization or something like that. I don't know exactly what it said. Myself, I don't believe Sharia law is happening in Dearborn. I've been to Dearborn many times. It's a peaceful, beautiful community. I've got nothing against Muslims. I am a Christian. I follow Jesus Christ. I follow the First Amendment. I support the First Amendment, people's right to freedom of religion. I've been to Dearborn many times, eating, hanging out, rallying, protesting, spending the night down there. I've heard the call of prayer in the morning. I've got people down there. I've got no reason to believe that Dearborn has fallen under Sharia law. I've done contract work down there, and I've never had to fear for my safety in Dearborn. Jake Lang, in this video that BG on a Scene was doing, he says, I don't feel safe here. Then leave, motherfucker. They don't want you there. Okay? So, a second person punched Jake Lang as he was walking down the street. I don't know who it was, some leftist, red hair, spike hair. I don't know if it was a he or she or whatever, and they ran off. There was a suspect arrested. I don't know if it was Jake Lang or not. Somebody said it was. I'm not sure what the charges were against the suspect. I don't know who it was. Dearborn police took him away. I made a live stream on Facebook under Robert Kennison stating that Jake Lang was arrested because that's the rumor going around Facebook and all the crap that he did. So I'm guessing it was him that got arrested. Then somebody else come out and says, no, it was not Jake Lang that got arrested. So somebody got arrested. That's what I know at this point. But like I said, Jake Lang, he's a fucking Nimrod. This guy, he's an attention getter. He's running for U.S. Senate in Florida, Marco Rubio's empty seat. If you follow this guy, please stop. He's not fooling anybody. He's just an Islamophobic attention getter. I got nothing against Muslims. I've never had an issue with Muslims. You know, I've gotten along with Muslims just fine. As well as people with other religions, Catholic and Buddhist and whoever else. You know, as far as I'm concerned, it's just another religion. People following their freedom of religion, constitutional right. And he came down there to start shit. I mean, he basically said he was going to start shit days before he came down there. Nothing good came out today. Anthony Hudson didn't get the attention he wanted. Jake Lang got more attention than he needed. And tomorrow, the community of Dearborn forgets it all and goes back to their life. And forgets these two assholes ever came to Dearborn. So, that's all I got to say. What a shit show. I'm looking at these videos and it's just a shit show. Jake Lang, you stupid motherfucker. I hope you got the attention you wanted. He's never going to be senator. I hope to God not. We need somebody strong in there. Marco Rubio is too much of a pussy, to be honest. Jake Lang, he's too right-wing. Well, let me rephrase that, because I'm a little bit on the right, too. He's extreme right, and we don't need that, okay? We need extreme constitutionalists in there. Libertarian-minded patriots. That's what we need in office. Libertarian-minded patriots. This guy is a fascist. We don't need that shit in office. Okay? And I'm sure there's people out there that's going to back up Jake for whatever reason. I don't care. Burning the Quran, I understand it's a First Amendment right. I get it. If you want to go ahead and burn the Quran, which I don't support, even the U.S. flag, if you want to go burn the U.S. flag, you have that First Amendment right to do so. There's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. Okay? No, you should not burn a U.S. flag. I'm a patriot and I don't like that shit. And people are stepping in and stopping the American flag from getting burnt. And people are stepping in and stopping the Holy Bible from getting burnt. So you would expect somebody to step in and stop the Quran from getting burnt. Right? Why are people sticking up for this guy? Somebody tell me the good qualities of Jake fucking Lang. Because I don't see it. I'll give Anthony Hudson some benefit. Okay? Even though I don't like him. I'll give Anthony Hudson some benefit. He said he wanted to come in peace. He came in peace. He left in peace. God bless Anthony Hudson. Somebody please tell me the good qualities of Jake Lang. I don't see them. And if you follow this little shit, you're just as bad as him. That's all I got to say. Dearborn's going to move on. They're going to forget these two assholes ever came to Dearborn. They're going to move on. They're going to forget about Anthony Hudson and Aunt Tony. Never will be Governor Hudson. And Jake, hey, look at me, Lang. Okay? Dearborn's going to move on with Dearborn. Okay? That's a fact of the matter. If you are a Muslim in Dearborn, or if you're a resident of Dearborn, please do not give any of these little shits or these attention getters any attention. This is what happens when you give them that attention. Hey, look at me. And Jake was all, hey, look at me today. He got the attention he deserved. Right? Anyway, Dearborn's going to handle Dearborn. That's the way it is. People are going to get back to work tomorrow. People are going to go back to their life tomorrow. And they're going to forget that these two assholes ever entered their city. That's the way Dearborn is. So, Dearborn's strong. Dearborn's strong. I'm Raging Rob. I'm out.